Summer break. A time for leisure, recreation, and taking her easy. Unless you're me and Lorelle. We've both worked long-ass weeks, and now we're here in our unair-conditioned studio to talk about the first episode of Gravity Falls. Welcome back to Effing It Up! Welcome back, everybody. As you heard from our intro, it's been a really long week. And this time, we have wine. Blink!
Blink. It's very pink.
It's very cheap. It's a $9 bottle of wine.
Well, it tastes like a liquid. Actually, I don't like wine, but that's not terrible.
Yeah, I figured you'd be okay with this one.
Yeah,
I was like,
it doesn't taste like wine.
No, it doesn't taste like wine. It tastes like, adult grape juice.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it tastes less like rotten fruit than most wine I've ever had, so.
I like that you were like, I don't like wine, but I was like, do you want a glass of wine? And you were like, yes.
I was like, I will take anything. It's a cold beverage. I'm wearing my...
Yeah, why are you wearing a fall flannel?
Called? Flannel! Because I'm channeling my inner Wendy.
Oh.
It is a little warm for inner Wendy.
Yeah, and in our unair-conditioned studio.
I was like, Mabel... The show takes place in the summer, and Mabel wears exclusively sweaters.
To be fair, they are in the Pacific Northwest. You were talking, and then I started thinking about the Pacific Northwest, and instantly I was somewhere else. I was not here. I was not present.
In the Pacific Northwest.
Yes.
Pacifica Northwest.
That name is so much funnier now.
It is funnier now.
Because, okay, let's just get started talking about it. We're going to talk about Gravity Falls, an iconic cartoon TV series. You already know how I feel about this show.
I do know.
It's
how
good.
How could you feel anything else?
It's good. Good show. Episode over.
Oh, well, that was easy. You're right. That was 20 minutes. All right, bye, everyone. No, it is a good show. It is a good show. I watched it. Well, I watched most of season 1 with my brother many years ago.
Justin?
Yes. How'd you know?
I just was like, okay, Justin's the one you watch Avatar: The Last Airbender with, so it stands to reason you also watch Gravity Falls with him. Mm-hmm. Because my brother and I also watched Gravity Falls together.
Oh my word! It's just the perfect show for a brother and sister to watch.
It is.
Dipper, Mabel.
Awkward sibling hug.
Pat. That's when I was sold on the show, because it was funny up until that point, but then I was like, this show gets it. Yeah.
Let's talk about plot real fast.
Yeah, because we hate plot.
We don't really care about plot. We care about story.
Oh, what a pedantic distinction.
It is.
I approve.
Thank you. Thank you, Lorelle. I have noticed what I really enjoy about children's cartoons is the fact that a lot of times they just throw you in the middle of the action. Mm-hmm. And I thought it was really fun in Gravity Falls. Like, it's kind of does, like, the narration thing, and then this is me. You're probably wondering how I got here.
Yeah, they totally do that.
Which is really fun in, like, a Disney Channel cartoon. There's something about it that, like, even though it's a cliche in, like, other mediums.
You can get away with a lot of things that are cliche in other mediums in kids' shows because they often haven't been done well in kids' shows yet.
Yes, because people think that kids are dumb and don't deserve good content. And arguably this is probably for older kids.
Let's hope. Dear teeth.
We're gonna make you our queen. You can marry all 50 of us.
I'm just a girl. You're a bunch of no's. Oh, man. I love Mabel. She's so iconic. She just takes everything in stride.
It's beautiful. We're talking about plot, not characters.
Sorry.
Here, okay.
It is amazing how much they pack into just 20 minutes, though.
Yes, I thought, we talk about planting a lot, but the fact that they bring out the diary.
Yeah.
And
they end with Stan sneaking away, so they were already seeding that from literally the first episode.
Alex Hirsch was like, we're going somewhere, guys. Buckle up.
Alex Hirsch might be my
hang
on crush now, because, like,
hang on to your baseball hats.
Hang on to your baseball hats and your weird sweaters. Gosh, he just, like... I
girls
his brain.
Yeah, the girls who get it, and Alex Hirsch gets it.
Mm-hmm. Well
said.
said.
I don't think we should have wine on the podcast.
I've only had 2 sips. You've had like 3 sips. I think we're good.
I've had 3 glasses before you got here.
That's
anyway.
I approve of that. It has been such a long week. I'm so tired.
That's okay. We can do this. Let's
I
just
can
muscle through it.
No, I just want to say, like, in episode 1, they have to set up a lot of stuff, so they have to establish that Gravity Falls is weird. They have to establish Dipper and Mabel and their relationship. They have to establish Grunkle Stan and his, stuff. And then they have, like, the actual story of the episode, so they have Dipper investigating Mabel's boyfriend because he thinks he's a vampire. No, a zombie.
A zombie.
Thank you for correcting me.
You're welcome. But Mabel was
hoped
like,
it was a vampire.
Please be a vampire, please be a vampire, please be a vampire.
And then they have the reveal that it's actually gnomes.
Is this too weird? Maybe this is too weird. I don't know.
Why does his voice change when he becomes revealed as a gnome?
But it's perfect.
Did you also notice he's the only gnome that does not have white hair? So did he dye his hair in order to attract Mabel, or is he the youngest gnome? Because he's clearly the one in charge. Like, I need to know more about gnome society.
Well, that's lore that's probably a little too deep for us to get into in our 20-minute episode.
I need to know. Yeah, you're right. It is too.
I will say, when I was watching it, and I was like, oh, they're doing kind of the Twilight thing. Mabel being like, you're so deep and mysterious.
And he, like, goes into the woods to, like, take off his jacket and reveal that he is...
tell you.
That he is, in fact... like 6 gnomes. Frankly,
I imagine watching Twilight and Edward takes his jacket off and it's actually 6 garden gnomes.
I mean, how could you watch that first episode and not just fall in love with
everything? It's wonderful. And also I can talk about it. I'll talk about set. I'll talk about setting later, but...
Yeah. Pacifica? Oh, you mean
the setting.
You mean, like, atmosphere?
Yes, I'll talk about it in atmosphere.
Yeah. Well...
I'm
done with plot.
I was just gonna say I loved the intro and I thought it was iconic, and it was another one. A running theme that we've had recently is intros that you don't skip because they're that good.
I love a good TV intro, and it makes me sad when a show just does just shows the name and then moves on. Mm-hmm. I just think that's such a letdown. Yeah. For me, the intro gives you time to, like, sit with what you just watched in the teaser, and it builds hype for what's to come. Mm-hmm. Come on. Stop skipping TV intros.
Yeah, stop being lazy.
Stop being lazy.
Stop being lazy.
Stop being not like the other girls.
Okay, are we done with, can we skip to our next category? I don't want to talk about plot anymore. I'm feeling lazy.
Yeah, me too. I'm very excited to talk about characters. It's really the only thing I really took notes on, honestly. And even those are minimal. We're being minimalist today.
You see my room? It's all white brick with black accents.
I literally see 0 bricks. Where are the bricks?
Well, I was, being...
Is it one really big brick?
I was being tongue-in-cheek.
That's been carved out.
There's brick behind the drywall, I know, because I've tried to drill holes in it.
Oh, snap.
And then I was like, why is there red dust coming out of it? I was like, it's the brick.
That's just my drugs that I hid in your wall.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm gonna move out someday. Mark's gonna be like, why are there holes everywhere in this? What does she do? I'm really counting on Putty.
Oh, Putty. Putty's great.
Yeah, I'm like, there's no holes there's no war in Bossing Say.
There is no war in Bossing Say. There is no hole
There are not drywall 30 holes drilled into this apartment.
Yeah, that Putty can't fix.
You're right.
Please.
Anyway, characters. Why don't you...
Should we ping pong?
Yeah, I like ping-ponging the characters. It's very fun.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to start with Dipper Pines. Because I love him. And I relate to him the most out of all the characters.
You are the Dipper to my Mabel.
Yeah, It's so true. I'm literally... So I was watching the show way back when, and I was enjoying the show, and I was like, vibing with it. And then there was a very clarifying moment where I was like, wait, I am Dipper Pines. Like, I get it. Okay. I see myself in this character.
Mm-hmm.
Never have I ever related so much to an animated cartoon. So I was listening to this podcast. So this is the part of our podcast where I recommend another podcast.
I swear to goodness. Okay, go ahead.
And it's just Alex Hirsch and like other people on their team watching episodes and commentating on it. So it's basically...
Okay, well, I'll accept that.
You should... Yeah, it's great. It's basically a DVD commentary, but in podcast format. That's how we're doing it these days. But he gets, like, different people to come on and do different episodes.
Real quick sidebar, we could do that with our podcast, where we just listen to our podcasts and discuss...
And
commentate on our podcast.
I would love to do that with the Space Chimps episode.
I don't want to relive that. That's a dark time in my life.
Anyway. But anyway, it just... I don't remember if it was Alex Hirsch or if it was the creative director of the show who described Dipper this way, but they described him as creatively boring. And I thought that was the perfect description. I was like, yeah, that's why I relate to Dipper.
I would have never said that about you in a million years.
Oh, man.
If there's one person who's not boring, it's you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate the sentiment.
But I can see you, I can envision you holding up your arm and going, my mosquito bite spelled out the word beware on it.
That says beware. So I think we need like a cartoon support group for Dipper from Gravity Falls, Dib from Invader Zim, and Candace from Phineas and Ferb.
For not being believed.
Yeah, they're
Poor
always
kids.
the ones who see all the weird crap and tell everyone. They're the Cassandras. No one believes them.
For everyone listening and not watching our YouTube video, Lorelle is referencing my tattoo. Yeah. My very, very sexy tattoo
it is
that
a
I have.
Sexy tattoo.
Yeah.
I love it.
Anyway.
I'm done talking about Dipper. Go ahead.
I just said neurotic, serious little lad. I love that immediately he has the diary in his hands for like 5 minutes, and then he's like, my sister's dating a zombie, and I can trust no one. And I was like, the leaps and bounds of anxiety that this boy was like, yes.
But you know what I love about that, though, is that even though the diary says you can trust no one in Gravity Falls, he knows he can trust Mabel.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't even waste a second being like, Mabel, come, let's go somewhere secret, I gotta show you this.
Yeah.
Like, even though she's not gonna take him seriously, probably. He and his sister have a great relationship.
I said, he is such a good brother. Little crying tear emoji. But speaking of his sibling, let's talk about Mabel.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Just like you said, I see myself in this game.
We really are Dipper and Mabel.
I see myself in, my name is Mabel, but you can call me the girl of your dreams. I was like, I love her so much. I guess I'm just irresistible.
Yes, you can chew on my sweater.
You little angel.
It's just like, how do you write a character like Mabel? I honestly am so impressed.
I'm like, this is the best thing ever.
She's amazing. She's sparkly and girly, and she loves grappling hooks and weird animals, and she's never fazed by anything.
It's beautiful.
It is just pure art, pure poetry.
She's like, I got this from some kissing practice. And then you see kids trying to kiss the leaf flower.
Yeah. What does she call it? A smooch mark or something?
A smooch mark. I'm like, I forgot about that. I was like, what a hilarious bit for a kid's show.
There are so many really, like, hilarious jokes in there, too, that made me literally laugh out loud. And I forget what it was, but there was something Seuss said at one point that I was just totally caught me off guard. But back to Mabel, I think her defining trait is that she always knows how to have a good time, no matter what's going on. Like,
Mabel really is there for a good time, not a long time.
Remember the episode where they're literally being haunted and she's just there, like, high on candy? She's like on this weird flying animal. I think it's like a horse with muscly arms or something, and she's like, "Fly, Aloysius," or something. I forget what she calls him, but. And meanwhile, Dipper's fighting a ghost.
Dipper in every episode is fighting for his life, and Mabel is like,
I know.
"This is a wonderful day."
The only time she gets serious is if Waddles is in danger.
Absolutely. As she should. Grunkle Stan. I said iconic from the get-go. He's my all-time favorite hustler with a heart of gold.
When he tells them they're going to go on a family bonding day, and Mabel's like, "Grunkle Stan, is this going to be anything like our last family vacation?" And it cuts to Grunkle Stan being like, "Hurry up, kid. Oh, you call that George Washington? She looks like a lady." And they're like frantically counterfeiting, and then the sirens come on. And Mabel's like, "The county jail was so cold." Well, the great thing about Grunkle Stan is that he really does love the kids. He's a terrible person.
And that's what's great about him.
He's so delightful. He's such a shyster. Like, any opportunity to make a dishonest buck.
Yeah.
He's all over it.
I love his rivalry with little Gideon.
Little Gideon! Child psychic. Little Gideon is so funny. This whole show is golden, man. The characters are they're also unique, too. Like,
yeah,
they're really their own characters. And
they're like cartoonish, but they have all the grounding traits that you need them. And you also, in like the short, it's a limited series. Yeah. Like, it's not that long, but you get to see the characters grow as people.
Yeah.
Over the course of a summer. And again, that's what we want to see. We want to see forward momentum, guys.
Exactly. And they made sure early on to make sure that you understood that the things that happen in each episode would have carryover effects into the next episode, which gives you real stakes.
Yes.
Which is pretty unlike anything that I can think of that Disney cartoons had ever done before.
Yeah, that was much more, at the time, it was much more of a Cartoon Network thing. Yeah. Like, Disney, I think, was definitely preferred, like, the Phineas and Ferb, which, honestly, a great show. Like, nothing against Phineas and Ferb, but very rarely did things that happen in one episode.
Well, that was, like, their whole shtick. Yeah. Like, the fact that it was the same thing every day. Like, that they really played around with that joke. And it was funny, and it was good, and I love that for them.
Yeah. But there is something about it making a world much more real.
Mm-hmm. And making the drama heightened.
Yes.
I feel like to really describe what makes Gravity Falls such a good show, you have to talk about the whole series, but we can't really do that.
We can't.
Based on our own
arbitrary rules that we created. And also, let's face it, it's too hot in here to discuss the whole series, Lorelle.
It's true.
Lorelle.
She's having flashbacks to her Avatar episode.
I was like,
fortunately for you, I didn't have any cold brew today, and you've given me wine, so.
Yep, drugs to bring you up, drugs to put you back down.
I think she's probably slipped some, like, Benadryl into here as well.
Yeah. I mean, no,
never.
I would never. What, little old me? I wouldn't hurt a fly.
Are you a little Gideon?
Yeah. Mabel, you will be my queen.
Uncle's... No, wait, hang on. What does he say? Stanford Pines, I rebuke thee. The voice of little Gideon is just so beautiful. Rebuke? What does that mean?
Oh, real quick, I'm just gonna honorary mention Wendy and Zeus.
Yes.
Wendy, I need the golf cart so I can go save my sister from a zombie. Wendy just, like, throws in the keys and she's like, try not to hit anything.
She very briefly does this face like, oh, you cute little kid, like you think, you know, that's where they're setting you up to think that she's gonna, like, scoff at him, and then she just tosses him the keys. Wendy is cool.
It
makes perfect sense why Dipper would have a crush on her.
Yes, I have a crush on Wendy.
She's great. She's not great to date, apparently.
Oh, no, definitely not.
She leaves a trail of broken-hearted suitors.
Oh, I mean, it's really just Dipper and Robbie, isn't it?
Well, no, because she's like, Because at one point in one of the episodes, Dipper asks her, did you ever break up with anyone? And she's like, oh, so many. And then he's like trying to talk to her about his problems, and she's just listing off all the guys she broke up with.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I may have like started rewatching Gravity Falls because of this.
As you should. It's a wonderful show.
I also want to throw in about what I wrote about Seuss was he's very encouraging, positive, and supportive. But that really does not do him justice because he's just like living in his own world.
He's just an angel of a man.
He's an angel. He is like...
My wisdom is both a blessing and a curse.
He is like not bound by the rules of Gravity Falls.
No.
Like he is just existing on another plane of existence to everyone else. I love him so much. And all I wrote about Wendy was she's chill.
Yeah.
I love these characters all so much. Such a great crew.
Yeah, really, we'd need a 54-minute episode in air conditioning to be able to do it justice, but we don't have that, so we're going to move right along and talk about atmosphere.
The atmosphere is so good in the show, too. It's all, like, kind of X-Files-y, but colorful and fun, and there's great music and great jokes, but it also has real drama, so I don't know, it's spooky, it's adventurous, it's mysterious, it's got all these like codes and riddles.
It's bright and colorful enough for Lorelle.
It's bright and colorful enough for
It's got a touch of sci-fi.
Yes. Secret journals with codes. Like,
really, this is the ideal cartoon for you to watch.
It really is.
This really was made for you.
It really is. Thank you, Alex Hirsch. I'm gonna write him a fan letter. Just my baseball cap is off. Yeah, I'm gonna write it in a code. In fact, if you watch the credits, there's always a coded message at the end of each episode. Mm-hmm. And when I was first watching this with my brother, I'm pretty sure I made him sit there where I tried to crack the code, but I did crack it. So
I gave up halfway through your sentence. So.
Me too. I think actually I'm operating at 50% capacity. Half my heart, like one of my heart ventricles has shut down. Only one of my lungs is inflating.
I mean, my back is just very sweaty.
My left side of my brain is no longer
firing.
Yeah. Neuroses. Sorry. What are those things called? Synapses. Those things aren't. They're not synapsisizing.
It was the fact that I just like looked and I just saw your hand going like this, like a little puppet.
It is a little puppet. This is what's controlling me.
Hi, Lorelle.
This is where my.
What are we gonna do today? Are we gonna talk about Gravity Falls? Do 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 do. What? What? What?
The secret is murder.
Okay, so one thing I love about the setting and the atmosphere is it being set in the Pacific Northwest makes so much more sense to me now than it used to, given that the Pacific Northwest is in a lot of ways known for being the birthplace of the sightings of Bigfoot.
Oh.
So suddenly the Mystery Shack, Sasquatch, like there's just layers of jokes with it being set there that just make it so like Stan and his Mystery Shack so much more funny to me now than what it used to be.
Stan. That wasn't relevant to what you were saying.
No, it's okay. I love him too.
I'm trying to pick it up.
Do you know people make thirst trap edits about Grunkle Stan on TikTok?
No. And I would like to go back to the time when I didn't know that. Thank you very much.
I'm sorry, it's too hilarious.
Y'all need help. Get a life.
I get it.
No!
I'm kidding.
No!
Lorelle, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's okay.
I was about to launch out that window.
I wouldn't make that joke in front of you if I was serious. I would keep that to myself.
Oh, there was one thing I wanted to say about the atmosphere as well.
Well, better think of it quick, because I'm just getting more sweaty over here.
Yeah. I just wanted to say the landscapes and the sunsets are very beautiful.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
It definitely evokes a specific vibe.
A specific vibe or a Pacific vibe?
A Pacific vibe.
I've never been, as far as I know, I've never been to the Pacific Northwest, but We kind of want to now. Yeah.
We shall go together.
Yeah,
we'll bring Hillary with us.
Is that where Twilight is also set? It all makes sense now.
That's where Hillary and I went.
That's right. You went on your little Twilight trip, your little Twilight field trip.
And we're like, we're doing it ironically.
Yeah.
And I'm like, at what point, when you spend this much money on a plane ticket and driving 3 hours north, is it not ironic anymore?
I think that is your prerogative, and I both applaud and support it.
Thank you.
Shall we move
once in your life.
On to... I guess I'll just go jump out that window. Shall I?
It's probably cooler on the other side.
It actually is.
I've been thinking about opening this window, but unfortunately you get a lot of car noises.
Alright, I want you all to applaud me for sticking to the flannel bit.
Lorelle.
Ugh.
Rolling up the sleeves?
Yeah. It is literally hot in here, Maya. Alright. Stop that. I'm rolling them back down.
She's gonna kill me.
I am going to commit homicide. In other, I wrote the theme, and then I drew a heart around it. And I realize now I'm not talking about the theme, but I'm talking about the theme. If that makes sense. I think that clears it up. I also... Need I say more? I also drew... Maya is literally delirious.
Guys, it's so hot in here.
It's not even that bad.
Yes, it is. But listen, if I open the window... Actually, it's kind of quiet right now. You just hear faint
Let's leave it open, and then if we hear the donkey braying... The donkey followed us.
Yeah. All the way to a place that I will not say.
I feel like
I don't want anybody to know where I live.
Every time your windows are open, I hear someone shouting out there.
Oh,
this is supposed to be a quiet town.
I heard a child screaming bloody murder outside my window. I thought
that was me.
I would like to say I heard screams of distress, and I walked towards it and went to check and see what it was and make sure everybody was okay. I did not just ignore it.
No, I was trying to serenade you. That was me.
No, it was not you. I made eye contact with this small child that was just unhappy to be alive.
I just took my heels off. I'm actually quite short without them.
Side note, the food out there smells so damn good.
It literally does.
Shit. Oh my gosh.
Anyway,
okay,
I told Maya I wouldn't go off on any tangents today, and we were planning to be done by 8, so we've got 35 minutes. Let's do this.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Anyway, the theme, heart. I also drew an X with the letters WHAT to represent their, what do you call that? It's like a weather vane. Maybe it's a weather vane.
Yes.
Yeah, but instead of veining weather, it veins the word what? It's not even funny, but your reaction is funny. We are both very close to crying right now. Wait, I have a question for you, Maya.
Okay.
Would you want to live in Gravity Falls?
Yes.
Like, like, explain... Do we need to go look at the door? Shall we go look? No, let's go look. Rampage.
Okay, everybody, false alarm. That was not an intruder trying to break in and murder your favorite podcasters in the whole world. It was just the ice cube in my sink slowly melting down a slope and then clattering into the drain.
Trying to give us a heart attack. So, if you say you would like to live in Gravity Falls, explain your reasoning.
I know it's in the Pacific Northwest, and I love the Pacific Northwest, and I can go to Lazy Sue's Diner and eat pie.
Oh, the way she pinches her eyelids sometimes, that makes me so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Why are you pinching yourself? Stop it.
Yeah, just don't worry, don't think about it too much.
I won't think about it too much. Wait, so the only reason you want to go live in Gravity Falls is because it's a diner? There's a diner in you could just go to the Pacific Northwest and find a diner.
No, but I really enjoy charming small towns. Towns that are actually charming.
Okay, but... Yeah, alright, I see your point, because it's a cartoon town.
Mm-hmm. Well,
no one there is gonna murder you.
Yeah. And there's something different about, like, being in a town where it's just kind of, like, vaguely tight-knit community, and everybody kind of knows each other, and, like, that's what I love about going up north and being in small towns where everybody's, like, everybody gets their coffee at the gas station in the morning.
You would choose to live in a town with gnomes and zombies and robot dinosaurs. I can't remember anything.
Yeah. I'm sorry, are you not?
Yeah, no, I would too. I was just curious.
You're just trying to gaslight me.
Yeah. No, I'd be cool. I would marry the gnomes. I wouldn't even... Mabel doesn't know what she's missing out on.
You most certainly would not.
Well, but then I could control the gnome.
No. They'd say, give us a smooch, and you go, no. Don't punch. Be like, don't speak to me ever again.
Punch to the snooker. A little dab. to the what's the word for... It's like an old time.
Don't ask me. Just dig it a hole deeper. I don't.
Okay. Oh, I think my only other note really is that I think this show might have kickstarted my love for cryptozoology. I own several cryptozoology books now, and it might all date back to watching Gravity Falls when I was a youth.
And you have not let me borrow your cryptozoology books?
Would you like to?
Do they have Mothman in them?
They certainly do have Mothman in them.
Yes.
Alright, I'll lend you some cryptozoology books. I'm cool like that.
Thank you. Thank you, Lorelle.
Oh, one of my favorite gags from episode 1 is when Grunkle Stan is like, behold, the rock that looks like a face! And the people are like, is it a face? No, it's a rock that looks like a face! And they're like, wait, what did they say? Hang on, let me do this again. Wait, what did they say? It's a rock that looks like a face. Is it a face? No, it's a rock that looks like a face.
Is it a face that looks
like a regular rock? No, I forget what. Cut this out.
don't you worry, I will.
Whatever they say,
should I close out the episode?
Yeah. Shoot me now. Shoot me, slice my throat, and then end the episode.
Why would I do that? If I end the episode, you can just leave.
That works.
And I don't have to clean you up.
Ugh, fine.
I have to clean up your corpse.
You're right. It would smell. It's too warm to allow a body to decompose.
Yeah,
on your carpet.
You'd like instantaneously decompose. The maggots would be there, just like
the maggots are already there. They're like crawling all over me as we speak. They're waiting for their moment.
The vultures are circling. That's fine.
They're waiting. They know the moment is coming soon. It's too hot for me.
All right. Anyways, gang, thanks for tuning in with us for our short episode. In all honesty, this is probably what we were hoping the episodes would be like from the get-go, but obviously Lorelle and I normally can talk for a lot longer, and Lorelle can pontificate.
The power of cold brew.
A lot more. But it's hot. We've had a long week, and bottom line is, this is a wonderful first episode of a wonderful cartoon series. We recommend that everybody checks it out. I don't care if you like joy in your life or not. I think you should watch it.
Yeah. I mean, this episode deserves as much pontificating as Daredevil and... What's the other one that we pontificate?
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Maya has PTSD from that.
Yeah. Gentle audience. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining Lorelle and I, and with our sweat and our wine and our opinions. We appreciate you all, and as always, keep it feral. Keep it feral, everybody!